Now, a lot of us are dreamers, right? We want to become streamers, we want to become content creators, we want to become movie stars, this and that. We have different dreams, we want to make it big on YouTube, get monetized, and leave our jobs. You get it. You know how it works. Now, my dream is to become someone that's decently successful when it comes to getting involved into indie projects like games and animation. I already explained. I work on different projects to see what becomes an actual thing. Like there's a lot of things in the works behind the scenes that I don't really speak about that much, right? I'm not really specific about the details. So I used to make fun of people who were not really ambitious, who just wanted to work like as teachers or like doing normal office jobs and just chilling doing that. And if they can have 3 meals a day, a car and a house, or maybe not even a car, but maybe just a house and just chill, then that's that. Or maybe, well, they're not really, they don't have their own house, they don't own it, right? You get what I'm saying? Like they're paying a landlord or whatever it is. But hey, they have a place to live and, they survive. They go and live their week normally. They don't struggle that much. And if they were to have a problem when it comes to health issues, then, well, they will be able to solve it because they save money. No, it leaves them some money. Maybe not a lot, but, a decent amount. Because I was in a better situation than them, because I had a lot of money and because I was able to make a lot of money really quick, I didn't know that easy come, easy go. And oh, well, you had to work on YouTube and this, maybe become a streamer, do something else. Like, what are you doing? Like, you're just a sheep, you're a bot, you're working on McDonald's, you're a stupid, like, just normie, you're retarded. And something happened. And all that money, all those savings, all my plans, they just went kaput. They just exploded or imploded or whatever. They just ended abruptly. Like it all got fucked up. Why? Because of stuff that, well, I had no control over. I did nothing wrong. I did everything correct. And in short, someone I love very dearly was really sick. And I spent a lot of money to try and keep them alive. Right? I did my best and I don't regret it. But a lot of things that I planned, relationships, like a lot of stuff that I was working towards really crumbled because I had no idea the amount of money I will have to spend because they had to get a surgery and it got wild. It got crazy, right? And well, whatever happened happened. A lot of other stuff that I'm not going to really be specific about, also happened, and here I am just trying to get by for now while I still work on my dreams. But the people around me are in way better positions. Like the people like from my family that are like teachers and like just work like on supermarkets and stuff like that. They have it way better because they had or they still have jobs that are sort of stable. I know you can get fired whenever randomly because you're pretty disposable, and you should strive to be your own boss if you're capable of that, or like to be independent in certain ways. But regardless, I digress. They're doing okay because, well, they have a reputation. They have a portfolio, all the curriculum, all that, and they've been loyal to their companies, and it really did pay out. They're doing their normal brain fart. They're doing their stuff, their normal stuff, and there's nothing wrong with that. And now I know that. Because look at where I'm at. I'm not like, oh my God, you're dying. Oh my God, help! But I'm struggling a bit. I'm not gonna lie. I don't complain because I'm grateful that I'm still alive, and because I was able to do what I did, I can live with a clean conscience, knowing that I helped the people I loved when they needed me the most. I can be like, I could literally become bricks right now in Minecraft. I will be cool. I will be chill. I will be like, it's cool, bro. I don't really mind. It's what it is. Like, of course, I don't want to become bricks, and I fear that, but it's fine. It's cool. I'm chilling. So, first of all, you should really not look down on people who just want to live normal lives. Because if you dream and you dream big, you're trying to get a life that's going to be very different. You're trying to become someone that's fresh, that's special. You're trying to become the anime protagonist, right? And a lot of people, they do dream big. They want to have a lot of money. They want to become really popular. They want to go all out. And I'm someone that I love taking risks. I go all out, like do or die. Like go big or go home. That's my dogma. And so far, well, we'll see if it works. We'll see if it doesn't. It has worked for a while, temporarily. And like I said, I consider myself someone that sometimes is really unlucky. So I can't really blame myself for a lot of things that happened. Because believe it or not, a lot of times things are gonna screw you over, and it's because of something else, someone else, right? That was out of your control. That's why a lot of people like they whine and they're like, "Oh my God, my life! I can't do anything. I can't do anything." Anyway, advice when it comes to dreams. First of all, you should know or have an idea of how probable or plausible is for your dream to come true. For example, my dream, I will say there's a 30% chance of it happening. You know, the dream of me being as successful as I want myself to be. No? And the amount I want to earn monthly or weekly or whatever, let's keep it a secret. But there's a 30% chance. There's been a lot of bad stuff going on, and things haven't been too easy. So like, we're struggling, my brother. We're struggling, but we're trying our best. Is not always going to be a nice, really clean way of doing stuff that you're gonna traverse, that you're gonna experience. A lot of times there are gonna be bumps along the road, and you're gonna have to deal with it. Like one day your dream may look like it's going to come out as a reality the next day, and then the next day is like, okay, this is impossible. I'm never gonna make it. So you're just gonna have to keep pushing, keep trying, right? Keep on the grind, like the song, and that's what I do. But if I were to become homeless, and I've been homeless before because of chasing my dream, going all out, going psycho, going crazy, then I'm down. I don't really give a fuck. I don't care. But you should be careful. Like me, because I'm a bit crazy, I'm a bit psycho. But like, don't go all out. Have a plan B just in case. Even if it's something that you're not really gonna love, try to survive. Try to be healthy. Try to have money in case you need it for an emergency. I know there's a lot of you people who are going to go all out. You're gonna leave your jobs to pursue your dreams, and you're not even going to be sure if you're able to make it. Right? You're not even going to quantify the percentage of like how like, oh, okay, what are my chances, like 40%, 50? I'm joking when I say that, but like, at least if you have that, at least you're thinking that you can fail. It's complicated, but yeah, life is complicated at the end of the day. And also, is it something that you're really passionate about? Do you have the skills that are necessary to achieve it? You don't dream too big. Don't dream too big. Dream of something that is possible, like I said. And I repeat myself a lot because I want to make my points clear. And at the end of the day, you have to understand that a lot of things in life, they happen because of luck. Like if you're born like short, tall, handsome, that's because of luck. Whether it's bad or good luck, I don't really care. And that's gonna give you the advantage. If you have a rich family or a family that's well off, then you're gonna have the advantage. You're gonna have more resources. You have to understand the position you're in. Like I repeat a lot of my points from my previous videos because at the end of the day, everything connects, right? Everything is like a big puzzle. Well, all the pieces are like moving around, all this and that, but I could really like repeat every single point of every single video that I've uploaded, and it will make sense regardless of the situation because it's really general stuff. Like it applies to everything. Like I said, like looks apply to dating, and like money applies to dating. It also applies to life. Believe it or not, like I said, looks can actually land you better jobs just because you look attractive, because people are gonna trust you more or gonna like you more. That's how it works. If you're someone that is considered ugly, you're gonna have it harder. You're gonna have it harder. Be it a girl, a boy, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Like at the end of the day, that's how life works. As the more you understand, the more you experience, the more you're gonna be like, okay, I get it. I see how it is. Right? What is my position? What are my resources? What are the resources that I can get? What do I need to achieve my dreams? I know I'm sounding like a coach. Oh, pay for this course, $50, and I'm gonna tell you, no, no, it's all gonna be free, my brother. Um, Obviously, I wanna get this channel monetized. I want the ad revenue, all that. But it's something like a side thing. My real dream, my true dream, like I said before, is just making it in the world of the indie stuff, right? And we're struggling because people are not fully trusting the process. And I don't blame them. I'm not going to say anything. They're like, oh, I don't know if I want to work on this. I don't know. Oh, are you going to make it? Because you're trying something that's really fresh, that's really unique, but it's really difficult. Like, when Ed Boon and his team, they made Mortal Kombat, they were just like screwing around and just having fun, but they made something so unique, so revolutionary that it broke like the whole world. Like, oh my god, it was like a cultural phenomenon. It went crazy. It was like so unique. Like, oh my god, the violence, but it has like a nice story, and uh, it uses like mocap and digitalized graphics and all this. Wow, it's so unique. It's so awesome. It's so different. Wow, it's so cool, right? And once you get that, you get the monopoly. Even though Nintendo is greedy and they want to monopolize everything they do. Oh my god, I invented monsters. I invented like flying and mounts. But that's for an. I digress. Um, if you make it big, you're even going to have power. You're gonna be able to monopolize. Like for example, the guys who are doing like Hollow Knight. I know it's like Metroidvania, blah blah blah, all this. But they were able to make something that people really liked. They made the sequel, right? And they made Silk Song, and it sold like crazy. Right? Of course, they had money, from what they made. I don't know if it was a Kickstarter or whatever from the first game, Hollow Knight. But maybe character designs or something about the game, the story or something was revolutionary, or maybe some platforming aspects. But they made something that stood out. Maybe it was the price, something in their project, something stood out and like had people like going crazy, going like bees on the honey. Like, oh my god, they went bananas. Funny that I say bananas. Looking at the video, they went ape shit, and you had to think about it. Like, you is your dream really just to make a game or to make a comic or to make like a cartoon or an animation or whatever, and that's it? Like, what are the things that have been made? What's gonna be your inspiration? What's gonna be your process? Like, you're gonna have to form a team and all that. You can't do it all by yourself. I mean, you can. There's certain geniuses who have made amazing games all by themselves, like one man or one woman teams. Like, yeah, it happens. Like, you have to be realistic, my brother. But it's all really interesting, really complicated too. Me, as I said, there's a team. There's like a decent team of people like working on the stuff that I want to get done and the stuff that the other people also want to get done. Like, we're a team, you know. Of course, like, I can draw for like crap. I used to draw, but I can really do it. So, and I can really do music, but I can do other stuff, right? So, and we have like, we don't really have an artist. We have different artists, right? And different musicians and different stuff, like, because we want to get stuff done, right? And for that, we need to have different people working on different areas, right? We want to test the waters, maybe a demo, maybe something, a beta, all this, to see how people receive it. We are planning it out. We're not going like, okay, we're going to release a game, and if it works, okay. If it doesn't, we're not going to promote it. We don't know the process. We're just going to go crazy. Oh, yes, I make my game. That was my dream. No, bro. Take a chill pill, relax, think about the process methodically, and they're like, okay, this is what I'm gonna do. This is the time I have available for the day, and then I have to do my job, because don't drop your job. Like, even though, yeah, I said you can do whatever you want, you can drop your job, you can go nuts, but I don't really suggest you do that. If you have a job, keep your job, and then maybe organize yourself a bit better. And if you see that you're making like crazy money, save it, and then you can kind of drop your job if you think that that is gonna give you more time, and you really need that time to achieve your dreams, to finish your project. But like, be very careful with it, all right? Because I've been homeless before, and I said that I don't give a crap. But that's me, and I said that I'm crazy. In my opinion, that's not the right way. But I went through a lot of stuff, health wise and mentally and all that. So I'm not like I'm emo and I'm self-destructive. I'm just like, I'm chilling. I don't really care. I'm not really scared of becoming bricks, like I said. I'm just chilling. But like, maybe you're like a normal guy or a normal girl, right? Just take it easy, learn a lot, talk to people, investigate, try to experience as much as possible, and you're going to have your tools. And if you don't make it, bro, because that's what I always say, if you don't make it, that's fine, right? Stuff happened in my life that really made it difficult for me to achieve my dreams. I was like super close. And yeah, I mean, at least I don't blame myself, but I don't really beat myself over. I used to. I was depressed for a while at a time, but now I'm like chilling. I'm like relaxed. As I said, my life isn't in a really good situation, but I'm like, I don't regret a thing. No regrets. That's my dogma. One of my many dogmas. But yeah, should you go all out? That's up to you, my brother. Just my advice is just dream realistically and be careful, right? Arm yourself with the tools, the things that are going to make it so it's easier for you to achieve your objective. Understand that we as humans, we achieve greatness while working together. And I repeat, maybe you're a genius, maybe you can make it all by yourself. But eventually you're going to have to get help. You're going to have to socialize. You're going to have to talk to people. You're going to have to build your social skills, right? And know a bit of everything, right? And that's it. I mean, I don't really have much to say. I already said what I wanted. Hopefully your dreams come true. Take care. Hopefully you have a lot of health. And if you like the video, give it a like. If you don't like it, dislike it. Unsubscribe, subscribe, whatever. That's up to you, my brother. Take care and peace. And one last thing, right? Do not stop pursuing your dreams no matter what. Like, I know that's Disney, but just keep pursuing your dreams. If it makes you happy, I really don't find it to be something that's destroying you. Like, if you really, you have to have faith in yourself. I mean, and trust in the process. So that's my opinion. Follow your dreams. Just keep at it, and it'll be fun. It'll be a fun ride. Hopefully. Take care, peace, and have a good one.